Alrighty. So last week, you were in Yesterhill. You had ventured in and uh, were setting up your plans to attack the druids, attack the blights in Yesterhill. You managed to find the acorn jewel thingy that that Davian needs for the Wizards of Wine to continue growing their wine. You managed to fight back all of the monsters that you faced. So several druids, many blights, set a tree on fire, and so you you managed to clear out everything pretty handily, and you found a few items of interest. On one of the druids, you found a book. Alexander looked at the book a little bit. It has a mirror on it. It was a magical mirror. When you look into the mirror, an image of the goddess Soon appears, giving you beauty tips. And you don't really know what all else because you only talked to it for a moment.
Yeah.
All right.
On my list.
So you got the book that I can't remember if I said, but it was entitled "The Price of Beauty."
Mhm.
You found a weird axe that
Magical.
Oscar used. Yeah, it was a weird magical axe that Oscar used a couple of times. Um, Seemed like it's kind of pricked his hands a little bit. It was kind of weird.
Just
You
a little bit.
Just a little bit on the masochistic side.
you
At
you
least it
swing
didn't
with
hurt
it.
that
It
bad.
pricks your fingers, and you're like, oh.
He swung a prick.
Daily, but that's neither here nor there.
Poor Oscar.
Just a
All
little
right.
prick. Not a big one.
Alrighty. So you also found a book entitled "The Tome of Strahd." That seemed to be one of your major goals. You all sort of felt the simultaneous sensation of a quest being completed as you found this tome. You've not yet read it, but that is something that you've found. And I think that was it. Was there anything else that I'm forgetting?
No. Uh, Misa has Misa. What's her name?
Yeah, Misa.
Misa has the gem of the acorn that we got from you.
Okay. Okay.
She finally decided, oh, let's stop being assholes to us. And I was like, oh, I'll join you for sparing me.
Callie decided that it was in her best interest, seeing what you were capable of, to join the party, help out in the fight against her druid sisters, and showed that she actually had maybe a few more tricks up her sleeve than she previously let on.
Callie, your sisters are assholes.
Eh, I don't know how to do that. Oh, okay, yeah.
And about this time, the potion that exploded in Baja's back seems like it's starting to, or backpack rather, seems like it's starting to wear off, and he's not totally frozen solid anymore.
Horrible timing, man. Horrible timing.
Hey, what can I say? That's what happens if you got loose flasks.
Tie them down or something.
Alrighty, so you are at the Wizards of Wine. You basically just got back here. I don't remember if you said anything, so we'll just say that we're right back here at the Wizards of Wine. What would you like to do?
Really? I think, I mean,
we haven't long rested, I don't think.
we haven't. Um, we wouldn't be able to make it to the city up north from here today, could we?
Um,
Before we do any of that, why don't we go ahead and cross-reference exactly what um the mystical magical lady told us about, like what we needed to defeat Strahd, and see what we already have and what we're missing.
Davian will
Well.
certainly, as you know, this is friendly territory. You will be safe here. You'll have plenty of time to do whatever tasks you need to do, long rest before or after.
Well, if we are going to long rest here, I'm going outside. If someone would like to join me and see something very cool, they're welcome to join me.
I'm
But
fine. I'll
But you tell
But,
all the boys.
but I will not be sleeping here tonight.
Wait, what?
It's not that I don't want to. I just have more comfortable arrangements.
You could just
Are we
tell
gonna
Ro that
spend
she
our
needs a
money?
bath. Well, I'll walk out there with you because I don't know.
So I'll go probably behind the house, up front of the house, about 20 feet away from the structure. 20,
Okay.
30 feet away from the structure. And Asuka, you see me kind of sit down or kind of kneel down, kneel down on the ground. In front of me, I'm laying out a few arcane instruments, as well as you see me conjure a similar small tower in my hand again and set it on the ground, which you've seen me do before. And it takes probably a couple minutes to start, but as I begin casting the spell, that little tower, maybe 4 inches tall, starts to grow. Bigger, bigger, and bigger until it's over a period of time, 20 minutes or 10 minutes or so, it is this 2-story tall tower with a door, a nice little wooden rounded door that leads in.
That's something you don't see every day.
I've been working on this for a while, and it will let me read a bit better, at least. In a more comfortable position, in a safer place.
You grew a tower just so you could have a good space to like sleep? What? Or read?
Yeah. It's my own. Come inside.
Everybody else out inside the building, they hear this like kind of rumbling as this tower sort of erects into the sky, and everybody's
Eh,
like, "What the fuck?"
he said erect.
I walk outside and go, I could do that too, and then I get in my shell.
So
it's not gonna get smaller when we're inside, right?
no, this will last 24 hours.
Ooh, they need to see a doctor.
So you come inside with me?
I come inside. Giggity.
It's not massive.
It's not about the size.
But the room that we come in, it looks like to be a small study with a couple desks, books and bookshelves, a bunch of sheets of parchment, ink, and ink pens to write with, and then there's a ladder up on the side of the wall that goes up to the second floor with a little hatch covering it.
Very cozy.
Yeah.
Basically,
I needed a moment to process that.
lots of lube available.
Okay then. Uh, is there like somewhere I can rest my head, Alexander?
Yes. I'll take him upstairs.
Phrasing.
That's what she said.
I know.
I
I'm-
mean, did you
I'm
expect
hitting the
different?
long rest button now.
So you want to lower inspecting all of your fancy things?
I'm going to.
All right.
Oscar, does Oscar still have the axe?
I
Yes.
sure do.
Oscar, before you go to bed, could I point at your axe? Do you mind if I examine that for any malicious intent?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll hand over the axe of hand pricking. Just watch your hand. It seems to dig its barbs into you every time you swing it at something. So
I'll use Mage Hand to carry it. There's a couple cots up there.
excellent. Thank you.
And I snap my fingers and the fireplace ignites. It's warm.
I'm not getting lube. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good here.
She's so tiny again.
I'm just a little druid.
I guess I will take time to start with identifying the book. Or not the book, but the axe.
Okay. And what else does identify? What does that reveal again? Just
I'll read it to you if I can find the spell. I can cast it and display in BTT.
okay. Do. Okay, cool. So you said for the axe, right?
Yep.
All right. So for the axe, um, you are able to discern that as you thought, this axe is in fact magical. Um, so this axe, as it weighs half as much as a normal battle axe. Now this axe is special because if it hits a plant, whether an ordinary plant or a plant creature, the target takes an extra 1d8 slashing damage.
Intrigue.
And if a creature of a non-good alignment wields the axe, then the thorns prick the wielder for 1 piercing damage after each attack.
Ew.
Just a little prick.
Well,
And this axe's name is Treebane.
Treebane. Ah, well, this is quite iconic.
Wait. Non-good alignment.
Everybody starts neutral. You are depending what happens today, you are probably right around being at an alignment change, but everybody starts neutral.
Neat.
Actions speak louder than words.
Continues
But
to
isn't
snore.
speaking an action? Um, then I'll save the Tome of Strahd for last. I'll. Is there an? Did you end up making the custom item for that, or
Yeah, there's so Oscar, you can
Treebane?
add
Duh.
Treebane to your inventory.
I'll set it at the foot of his cot without trying to wake him.
So delete the battle axe and add Treebane. Man, it's so unfortunate that your attacks missed with that because it does double damage on plants.
I missed hitting a big ass tree.
It's not so much as you missed, as you just couldn't get the right angle or force behind it.
Got
It
too
was-
like excited and like spun around and
It was a tree.
It was a hard tree. So, the book, The Price of Beauty.
Price of Beauty. So, let's see.
What was the name of the axe again?
Treebane. And it is a magical weapon, so just keep in mind for the purposes of overcoming resistances, it is magical. It's just not +1. So that's very useful to have.
Very much so. He wants pet.
It's like, pet me, goddammit.
Don't tease.
Okay. So, what you learned from the price of beauty when identifying it?
I
What
will
was?
identify it, but I will also read it.
Okay. Which are you doing first?
Probably identify because it's shorter. It seems like a big book, and that will take some while.
Okay. So,
And I really only have 2 hours in this long rest, unless we have more time before we start the long rest.
I mean, you can do that. You're in a safe space. You know, you're able to take care of whatever business you need taken care of. Um. So, one thing that you've already figured out as you identify this book is that you are able to you activate its magic by looking into the mirror.
Magic.
So you've already seen that when you look into the mirror, the image of Soon speaks to you and offers you basically beauty tips, grooming tips, how to look your best. Um, Now the book does have some additional powers that you have not yet seen. Um,
Soon is one of this realm's gods, correct?
yes.
Gotcha.
I don't know if she's technically of Barovia, but she
No.
is.
I mean of Faerun, because reasons.
Yeah.
Is why I said that.
Do, do you do you have any further questions about Soon?
Nope. Just a statement.
Okay. All right. And so one other thing that the book can do if you are unsure about it, or excuse me, if one thing that you are already unsure or not, blah blah blah, had not yet learned, if you look into the mirror and you look unhappy, tired, or unwell, you will have you will be presented with the opportunity to potentially remedy that.
I think I know what you mean. Eh, that is intriguing. Is this an item that I can add to my inventory, or
Yeah, you can add the price of beauty to your inventory. Let me see. Was there anything else you would know? Because this one's not like a typical magic item.
it's not coming up?
You're
Oh,
going.
is it?
You're just gonna have to do a custom item. This is not.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, one other thing that you would know, or that you would probably be able to identify from this, you will only be given the opportunity to remedy what ails you once per dawn.
Oh,
So,
that's fun.
if you look
Could
into
you
the mirror and you receive the opportunity once, you will not get it again until the next dawn.
paste that in text so I could just copy it into my notes? Because I'm guessing
Um,
you have it in
no,
text, or no?
no, I
Okay.
was not reading that.
Okay. That's fine.
I was skimming the description from this, but
To remove tiredness or
not what I said.
no?
Not to remove. You will be given the opportunity to remedy it.
Okay.
This is not like a restoration book.
Oh.
I will tell you, this book is something from Candlekeep Mysteries.
No, I figured. And illness. Sickliness. Okay. Um, and then I'd probably read it after that. Does that really give me any
Um,
more information?
let's see. If you were to read it, what would you find? Okay, I think you actually might have tried to read it a little bit before. So basically, when you read it, what you find are beautiful illustrations of woodland scenes, art, and jewelry. There's a lovely, delicate handwriting that accompanies the illustrations in the form of short prayers and meditations dedicated to seeking self worth, techniques for massage, healing, and recipes for creating balms and cosmetics. On the last page is an inscription by the author Silvari Silversong, which reads, "A mirror is a gateway to happiness, truth, and to accepting ourselves."
Okay. Yes, then I will look into the Book of Strahd next. I guess I'll cast it in if I own it first and just make sure it's not holding anything that's gonna hurt me.
Hey, let me get that one pulled up real quick here.
Caution.
Let me see.
Because we've had experience with items coming to life to kill us.
Would there be anything you would?
If not, I'll read it.
Yeah, I'm just double checking. Um, you don't detect any magical nature coming off of this item.
Not a problem. I will start reading it then.
Alrighty.
Sit down at my desk and put my feet up.
Buckle in, everybody.
Oh no.
Oh, Billy.
As you read it, in your mind, you kind of hear Strahd's voice speaking as you read this. "I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul, as the wind wears the stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and my strength gone, and all I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia, and took power over the people in the name of a just God, but with none of the God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called Perfection, Joy, and Treasure. Her name was Tatiana. I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth. I loved her for her joy. But she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed, and the date was set. With words, she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes, they reflected another name: death. It was the death of the age that she saw in me. She loved her youth, and she enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in her in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with death, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood. I found Tatiana weeping in the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not let me explain, and a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mists. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die, nor did I live. I became undead forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and for youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and its light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergi brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear it and hate it as much as the sun. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp, but she escapes. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead, and sleep beneath the very stones of the hollow castle of despair. I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs, that none may disturb me. And scene. On the spine of the book, you see written, I, Strahd.
A journal. Interesting. Well, this will give some. This gives me some assurance. With an endless night, twilight, whatever they want to call it. Something to kill a vampire is going to be rare. Oh, I'll
And
tell the rest of them tomorrow.
that's too long to post in Discord. There you go. I told you, buckle in. It was a lot.
I got the 2 bits of information that were important, at least where that I know that I gleaned important. Yeah. Mostly at the end. Helpful information. But that was a wonderful evening of reading. I don't have much time left to tinker with what I want to, so I will head to bed. Go lay down upstairs.
Alrighty. Anybody who has not already done so can hit the long rest button. Mm-hmm.
It should be free range, shouldn't it?
Let me double check it.
That's silly.
I'm not sure why that's. Maybe he just forgot. Because by default, I think documents are not editable, so he probably just didn't
No.
change it.
Yeah, you have to purposely change it. We completed quest. Did we level? No, I'm kidding.
Hell no. I'm plenty nice, but you just leveled up.
I know. I'm just teasing. Well, I'm excited to get to a town.
Alright, so
Oh, Alexander, those bids are amazing.
I told you. And once I get a little bit stronger, I can add another floor. And there's this room design that I've been working on, which has a sauna. It's great for the scales.
That's going to be great for relaxing.
And if I don't need I mean, I could bring it earlier, but I like having the study. It's just a personal want. So. You're not here for this conversation, Ro. You chose to sleep in the weird house.
the weird house.
You see there's 3 other cots in here. That's your choice. Not saying it's the right one, but
I don't know what you're doing, where you're going, and sleeping where you slept. I don't trust you that much yet.
I'm the one that saved you, Callie. The others would have
I
slaughtered you
mean,
like a lamb.
I don't know if I would sleep in your tower. Like, you know,
I
there
saw
are.
the good in the druids.
I mean, there are fables that definitely go against going into someone's tower.
That is true.
We went into a wizard's tower, or not? I guess it wasn't necessarily a wizard's tower, but we went into a magic tower earlier this campaign, and
Oh
it was.
yeah.
Not to
Oh,
sleep.
I should have talked to Ruru yesterday, but she probably didn't have the magic to do it anyway. That head I pull out out of the bag of holding.
We
need to
still
talk-
still carrying that. Oh
I
god.
want to know the story.
Um,
Actually, had some things I would have liked to done. All right.
what would
Go
you?
ahead.
What did you want to do,
Did we
Baha?
finish the long? Did we finish the long rest?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I just wanted to make an elixir and infuse an item.
Go for it.
All right.
Hell yeah, artificer items.
One of
Do you knock on the tower door? Do you knock on the tower door, Ro? You don't even tell us you're here.
What
I
elixir?
poke my
So you're
head
making.
out
Oh,
from the
sorry.
door. Sorry, I poke my head out from the door, look outside, and then very slowly close it back again.
Is someone out there, Oscar?
I don't know. Maybe. It's Ro. She's feeling lonely.
If
She
wants
misses
to come in,
us.
she can enjoy the warmth of the tower. It's a bit nipply out there this morning.
I poke my head out again. Ro, did you want to enter this magnificent obelisk?
It's a spire.
Eh.
So, Oscar, the axe that you have,
Yeah.
it's called Tree Harmer, Tree Bringer, Tree
Tree
Fella,
Bane.
Tree Bane. That. I was reading a lot of stuff last night.
It has a name?
It does, apparently. Tree Bane, and if you attune to it, and I don't know if it would work with you. You are gray sometimes. Most of the time, you're pretty alright. But unless you are good, by putting quotations, it will hurt you back. But it does hurt plants and other plant-like creatures more effectively.
Nice. Good is subjective, but
Very much. I agree with that, but
think we'll
the axe is very hard on the word good.
I think we'll keep it around just in case.
It could be proved useful. And it's magical, so if something would be avoiding your normal weapons. I know you have spells to get around this, but you could
Yeah.
save a spell. The book. Both books are pretty cool. The first one we found, the Price of Beauty, is interesting. Probably a better book for Candlekeep than to hold on to us, but
Do you think we should let everybody else know about these?
yes, we should probably gather everyone.
Yeah.
Do you mind bringing them here? It's better if it's more comfortable than. And privacy is a bit. I don't know. Certainly trust the Ravens personally.
Open the door again. Ro, get in here. Oh, and don't forget to bring everybody else.
Everybody else would come over.
Thank you, Ro.
We don't need her anymore.
Who?
This one. It's Callie.
Oh, yeah.
Joking.
You right.
It's the doppelganger.
Is he coming with us?
We should probably ask Irene to join us as well.
Davian is very interested in what you guys have because you have his property.
He might be useful as well.
Oh, that's
Still,
Misa.
Well,
Amazing.
Davian is going to be very much following you for a little while because he wants to talk about that.
About the acorn?
Hmm.
Okay.
And also, remember when you found Davian and you met him, you all simultaneously felt a card turn in your head as if you had completed a quest. You would know that Davian is fated to you.
We need him.
You would know that he is fated to be in your company, and regardless of what you think about him personally, you would not find him untrustworthy. This one, you can find whoever you want shady, but not Davian because he isn't. I'm just gonna tell
Alexander's
you.
hard to trust. Slow to trust. Alexander.
Why are
Well,
you questioning our Deus Ex Machina?
Alexander literally felt like magical wheels of fate turning in his brain.
Alexander does not believe in fate.
Well, you don't have to believe things if you've experienced them.
We should also get Irene.
Yeah, she should probably hear this.
Have you been making her sleep in the caravan?
No,
Rude.
I would have
No.
invited her to the tower.
She would definitely have at least slept inside the house.
Well, that's true. We did leave her with the ravens.
She's under the carriage again.
She's like, "Oh shit! Did you guys hear that?" She's like fucking paranoid, like one eye
Ugh.
twitching. Irina would kind of poke her head out from under the caravan and be like, she'd like whisper over, "Is everything safe?"
All right, Alexander, I think we're all here.
Excellent. Well, new members, greetings. Welcome to the party. This is everyone. And our mission, I think right now, is currently to get Irene to the city to the north. I cannot remember the name. I need to write more things down. No?
Balaki was the one you passed through on the way here.
When we look at the map again. Kresik. Thank you, bro. Needle blights. Um, Baha, Kali, this is everyone. I know there hasn't been much time to discuss, introduce each other, so now is best time to ever.
She's also great at sussing out furniture that wants to kill us.
I have had my issues too.
If I could, I would.
I invited everyone to join. It was your choice not to come.
Anyways,
I am Alexander, the go-to brains of the operation and the cleanest of minds.
And I'm Oscar, with clearly the sane one. I'm here to keep Ro in check.
And that's Misa.
Misa would be like, "Hello, I'm Misa. I am the stabby one."
She's new as well. Newer.
Can she be drunk on hooch?
Misa, you see, you like some. What's y'all's passive perception?
11.
$11.
Oscar,
Wait, what was the
Callie,
question?
your passive perceptions.
Oh, 16.
Finally.
11. Oh, thank God we have somebody with perception.
Because Roe
Callie,
didn't take it.
Callie, you would notice Misa, like, really quickly, just barely out of the corner of your eye, you would notice her, like, stashing, like, a bottle of booze into her pack.
I'm not one to judge.
So I believe we know your own names, Callie and Bob, but I don't really know what you both do in particular.
I just got here. Because I was made to be here, and now I'm here. Yay! Well, I was captured, and then now I'm here.
So, Callie, a question that might be interesting for your character is, did you agree with your druid sisters stealing from the Wizards of Wine and following sort of Strahd's commands to summon Winterblight? Is that something that you agreed with, or did you kind of
No.
think, okay?
Nah, and I questioned a lot. I was starting to be outcast before I was captured.
Well, I think our goals align with the dislike or distrust of Strahd.
Not to mention they flat out just wanted to kill
Understood.
you.
Yeah.
You didn't care much.
They're very much die and ask, kill it, make sure it's dead and ask questions later type people.
Well, what goes around comes around.
Yes, karma is fun.
But do you have any particular set of skills, nature of any kind?
Well, I'm a druid,
Right.
and um, and I have an affinity with spores.
With what?
Spores.
Fours?
Like
Spores!
Mushrooms.
Sorry,
Yes.
I didn't hear the S. Sorry.
fungal druid.
Gotcha.
Ah,
Intriguing.
I'm very perceptive.
That's good to have. I'm good in finer details, but in general gut feelings, I don't have many.
Did you say spores?
Yes.
Huh. Hang on. Weren't there some blue spores in the basement?
I do have some mold, if you're interested,
That might
Callie.
be.
Um, okay, no, we're fine. I'll leave it in the bag, just in the
Just
future, something you may want to look at. I will help. It does hurt to hold.
what?
Yes.
Did you lose yours?
Head move.
And Baha, is it?
Yes, sir.
I noticed you kind of were a statue.
Well,
Or
yes, that's the
the tree
problem
was
with
burning.
volatile mixtures when you keep it in your shell in the middle of combat.
Um, so you're good with alchemical mixtures.
Oh, yes, quite so, sir. I
That's
am an archaeologist and a traveling alchemist.
Like, how does that work? Do you have like compartments inside your shell, or
Don't you?
I don't have a shell. Does
no?
seem useful.
But yeah, no, it's considered my home. It's not like, there's two stories to it. But I have little things I keep hidden in there.
She's all like, paint me like one of your French girls.
Well, I find myself intrigued by the study of alchemy, so I would love to learn from a more experted individual.
Alchemical alchemy.
Alchemical alchemy. Well, I would love to sit down and talk about it, but, but I'm here to mapping the realm and studying ancient Bavarian architecture. So I think
Again, we already have a map. Holds up map.
yeah, of this one area. That's not the entire world.
Impressive feat to try to attempt all by yourself, though.
Thank
I
you. I got
commend you.
two of them.
Well,
I
as
thought that was
for
funny.
As for my reading that I did continue last night, I do have another book, Oscar Rowe, that I think would be nice to gift to the Candlekeep person down at the back in Rovia. Is that the first town? Ah, well, right, right. No, I just want to put that up there if we ever need to head back that way, because I'm sure our goals are going to send us back towards the castle, and it's in the area. But, well, death comes and goes. On who?
Alexander's right here.
Ah. I was like, mm, I think I'm doing all right.
Yes, I agree. We should check on August on the way back, but we're still some ways away from that.
Indeed.
So
But,
these books.
yes. Um, the Tome of Strahd. The more pertinent information. He had a brother, apparently. A long time ago. Who knows how long ago?
Had?
Yes, had a brother. Sergei, I believe, was his name. He fancied a girl named Tatiana. Where is it? Why can't I find it quickly? Ah, yeah. She had he fancied a girl named Tatiana. Um, but fate was not. I don't like that word. Yes, life was not. Thank you, bro. Life was not kind to him, and Tatiana fell in love with Sergei due to his younger face compared to Strahd. They were set to be married, and apparently on that day, Strahd, angered by the lack of reciprocated feelings from Tatiana, killed Sergei in an attempt to gain everlasting life. This horrified Tatiana and caused her to run. Uh, Strahd chased after her, and she threw herself from the castle walls of Ravenloft. Uh, I would have not done that. I would have just kept running, but to each their own. Sure. Well, the book doesn't really
Give it up
confirm.
already, guy.
Wait, what?
I said, give it up already, guy.
They never found her body, so she may not have died. But the 1,000-foot falls could kill most people.
Triton's got her.
Can confirm Strahd is a vampire. Vampire, however you want to pronounce it. He is a fancy. General terms, though. Apparently, there was a blade that Sergei had gotten that emits light like the sun. And Strahd does not like this. And apparently, the sun is bad for vampires, which is, I think, we all knew. I knew. But this blade, apparently, he tried to get rid of it. He hit it or something. Good a place to start. If we could find this blade, it would definitely help us in rending Strahd incapacitated.
Did the book say anything about the location?
No. Nothing that I could find.
Okay.
Um, unfortunately, I read it over a couple times, at least the area, but it led nothing to.
Um, would Davian know about that? Let me see.
Or maybe even Irene.
Mm, Davian would not know about that. He would just be like, um, I know that Strahd doesn't like sunlight. That's partly why this realm is perpetually dim and dusky as it is. Um,
Did Tatiana have a last name in the book at all?
she did not.
Irina, do you have a last name?
Irina would say, yes, my last name is Kolyana.
And your ancestry, have you ever had a great 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 grandmother aunt named Tatiana that you know of?
Not that I am familiar with, no.
I see what you're grasping for, but that would be very far flung.
Well, maybe you just resemble Tatiana, uh, and that could be very well enough. But I don't see how you could be Tatiana, or why he would be after you.
I have never gone by that name, no.
Hmm.
You think someone brought Tatiana back with a spell?
If she was ever gone to begin with.
That's fair. I mean, without a body, he never found a body, and with how persistent he was, I think he would look. So she may not have died that day.
Well, unless we can find more information, it's baseless speculation. If neither one of them knows anything about the sword, then we might be able to find some more information
It's a
in the
point.
town. Oh, and also that we should do
Yes.
that very macabre thing.
It is gonna be helpful, Oscar. We could ask this head if it knew. I Well, do you know anything about a sword that emits sunlight? He was a monster hunter after all. He may know something. Um,
Who they are.
what is his name and his?
Thought
The
the
head,
head was. I thought the head was a she.
it is a female.
Oh, that's right. It's a. I have it written down. It's yeah, it's a Vestani head. That's right. I thought it was his head. Oh, that's not. Then we probably don't want to. I mean, we could still ask him about the sword, but it's not gonna be likely it knows. As likely as I would think a monster hunter would know. Um, I doubt it would know anything. That's his armor too. Because he took this head from the Vestani when he went back on a rampage to get his kid back.
Who has the list of things we're gonna need to defeat Strahd that the Vistani gave us?
The
The
cards.
fortunes are on that Google Docs that Eli made.
I don't think anyone actually wrote it down, but
Eli
Yeah.
did.
Well, Eli did, but
well, Eli wrote it down. But I don't think anyone's character wrote it down. Is what I mean.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, Misa would Misa would have that knowledge of the fortunes because she's been kind of documenting them.
Yeah,
I'm trying
I
to figure
wasn't.
out where Alaric might have put it though. Oh, is that it? Oh, cool.
It's pinned. It's in the pinned messages.
Mhm.
It's the top one.
Giggity.
Well, we have a point at least. I mean, we have a few goals we need to work towards. This being one of them, and getting the other acorns for you, Davian.
He's like, "Oh yeah, speaking of acorns, I believe we found one that could be very useful to me.
We did. And do you need all of them to continue growing your stuff, or does it each one give you like a portion of land back?
I need them all to make the profit that I've once made. The land here in Barovia is devoid of life and does not allow for crops to grow. These seeds allow me to render the land fertile to grow the wine. Each one that I have will allow me to grow a finer varietal of my grapes for my wine.
So they're not. So having one is more useful than having none.
Having one is more useful than none, yes.
Okay. And you said there's 3 in total?
There are 3.
Okay. We can, yeah. And you said you had a reward for acquiring these, because we are risking our life here for wine. At who?
That is very, very, very much Alaric.
Yep, that is.
keep you keep calling him something else, and I keep like, what?
Alaric is his
Real name?
IRL name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, it's
Force,
fine.
force of habit.
I've never heard it.
No, that's his real name. He just has a unique name. His parents were, I guess, fantasy fans and
That's
named him
okay.
after a book.
Yeah. So we'll all look at Misa until Misa gives it to Davian.
Misa would hand it over because that was Misa's intention in the first place.
Yeah.
And you said a reward. I know there was one, but I'm trying to see what it was.
I mean, a reward would be nice. Um,
Let me see.
Ro almost got strangled the last time we dealt with those vine blights up in your house.
Davian was like, I battled with you the whole time I saw it all. You don't need to tell me. Um, I mean, he was there. Like, he literally took care of, like, 2 of the druids solo.
Thought he was a raven, not a cat.
Look, I just want fair's worth pay for fair's worth work.
As a witch.
We can we can hold off. I mean, I'll work on gathering questions for it because I'm personally the one that wants to know all this information. So no one else wants to. So I'll let you hold on to the slot until I it's necessary. I mean, it's would be nice to know, but I won't cost you anything if we hold off on it. Unless you need to prepare the magic, by all means do. I'll give you a fair head what's up. It's not not necessarily a um bad spell either. We can get some information from some people that we kill.
Right. So I was double checking. I don't know if there was a specific reward written in. He probably just said there would be one. Davian says, "What I can do for you, with this acorn, it will allow me to begin generating revenue again. I can cut you in on a portion of my profits down the line once I have set my trade lines back up."
Do you have a rough estimate from what you used to make? I'd be
There's no need to be so shrewd, Alexander. He's already helping us.
I understand. But what if one of us dies? I'm not saying I would die, but what if you die, Ro? Would you not want something to be worth your death? You have fallen more than me. I'm smarter. I know when I'm beat. You were not awake for this.
No, she was there.
No, she was not. She was not awake for me running away.
Was she
Misa
down?
was. Yes, she was unconscious at that point.
Oh, okay. Well, she would have been told about it because that's an impressive story.
It's the self-confidence.
Davian says, "No, I don't have a specific number for you, but give me a few weeks and I will likely have a couple of hundred gold for you somewhere in there." Well, I appreciate it. So he has the um, acorn now. Whoop.
At the moment.
Right. So he would go on ahead and take it from you, and he'll say, "I'm going to go place this back where it belongs. If anybody would like to come with, you certainly are welcome."
Sure.
So Davian's he's going to walk over here on the side of the estate, and there's you see three little holes in the ground that look sort of freshly covered. He will just sort of take his hand and pull back some of the dirt and place this acorn here and cover it up. And as he does this, you see this at first slightly just glowing green light from the hole that quickly becomes brilliant and washes over the field. As this happens, you see these rows and rows and rows of previously dead and withered grapevines suddenly spring to life. You see them immediately start to blossom and fruit as you now see a field of grapes here standing ready to be processed.
Well, that was quick. I do understand how they were taken so easily, though.
He says, "Well, we will be more careful in the future. I think we grew careless."
Snark.
Careless?
Snark.
Oh, well.
He says, "I will certainly watch over my treasures a little bit more closely moving forward. Now I will be able to continue my wine trade. I believe we agreed that you may take these barrels of wine. You already purified them, right?
Yes.
I believe we agreed you may take these barrels of wine to Kresik and gain entry.
Did they already pay for them, or do we need a secure payment to bring that back to you?
They have a standing contract. You don't need to worry about the money."
That sounds like a good plan.
You can work on starting more wine with your empty casks while we go take care of her.
Absolutely. I will summon my sons to load the wine. My I'll have one of my sons travel alongside you with our caravan to bring the wine.
How many
Well
people
then,
can our caravan hold?
Well, I don't know. Well, your caravan is not necessarily set up for towing. It's more like a passenger caravan, so you're going to need them to tow these massive barrels of wine.
Ah, That's what the horses are for, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So they're on a different cart.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And we're kind of like bodyguards.
Hmm.
Well, have them do that. We'll head out soon. As soon as that's done.
Right.
I guess.
They would load that up. While they're working on that, is there anything else anybody wants to do here? Of course.
Really wish I still had Zerk.
I mean,
Yeah,
you could
but
resub it, can't you?
nope, I don't have the materials.
Oh.
I
What do
need
you
to
need?
purchase more. It's 10 gold worth of herbs and charcoal and something else.
Oh, okay.
It's not expensive entirely, but I don't have them on me.
Mhm.
Incense. Hopefully we can get that in Kresik or
Kresik.
Kresik. God, I'm so bad with names.
Same.
Kresik.
I need to find a gilded acorn.
I finally learned Davian's name.
So Callie's looking for a gilded acorn is not that bad. What if all you would need to do is find an acorn, and then if you have somebody that has jewel crafter's tools, you could have them spend an appropriate amount of gold to gild that acorn.
Yeah, but it has to be worth at least 200 GP.
Well, you're never gonna find an acorn worth that much, but it's the gold, like the gilding, that's worth that much.
I gotta do that because I want to make a space bear.
If you need help, I've been working on a component of my own.
I can make jewel crafter tools if you need them.
Hell yeah.
I do have an herbalism kit too, though. So later on, whenever we're, not doing anything, I can look at that mold.
Hmm.
Sure.
And you can use your either a nature check or your herbalism tools to try and find an acorn. I mean, that probably won't be that hard when you're in the woods.
Isn't it mostly pine though?
Hmm?
Isn't it? Well, I mean, it's the woods. Like, I'm gonna say, if you wanted to find a simple acorn, you could with a druid with an appropriate DC could
How many?
probably find an acorn.
How far away are we from like trees right now?
I mean, you're on the edge of the woods. You're not in the woods. You're sort of in a clearing within the woods.
We can go check and see if you can find one real quick.
Ooh.
I mean, it's gonna take us what, like maybe less than an hour?
I have a question for the group.
Hmm.
What's your question?
Are any of you criers?
Sorry, what now?
Do any of you cry for any reason?
I mean, I could probably make someone cry.
I could use that.
I'm really good at making people hurt their own feelings.
Oh,
Could you scare someone enough to cry?
I mean, I could, if I get close to them or they're close enough and they're a little bit imposing, I can release my halo of spores at them and do some damage. Maybe make them cry, make them hurt a little bit.
Maybe that's more of a despair.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask the obvious question. Why?
Well, it's for components, if that makes sense.
You need tears.
Certain kinds of tears would be preferable, yes.
What kind of tears?
Well, I need tears of kind of fear, crying. Um, I need tears of despair, someone who's lost all hope and given up and just is broken down. And I need tears of anger, fury, someone that's lost all control and weeping while they beat the snot out of someone.
I step on your foot really hard. Just a good old stomp.
I took Rose
Are
ice
you
cream
trying
away.
to attack him or?
Just a stomp.
It's not hard. um,
Just stomp his foot real good.
I'm just gonna take Rose ice cream and eat it.
do
And
you
it's gonna be
stay on it?
despair. Tears of despair.
Do you like stay on my foot, or do you just like stomp it and let go?
Stop and let go.
Okay.
I don't know what your damage,
Ah,
threshold is.
why?
I don't know. Did it work? Are you crying?
No.
Well, it was worth a try.
I you got to sleep in the nice tower, Oscar. Why?
I was trying to help you. You're welcome, even though, nothing happened.
No, not at all. They're completely different tiers. The chemical makeup of them is not compatible.
Alrighty, so what are y'all doing? Are you looking for an acorn? Are you going to take the carts? What are we doing?
We're finding Alexander's favorite book and burning it so he cries tears of despair. I am kidding, Alexander. Don't give me that look.
Burn
Might
his
work.
spell book. I mean, that would...
No.
There it is. Okay. Why don't we just go ahead and pack up and leave? We can maybe find a acorn on the way there. I mean, I'm sure there's some strewn around on the floor right on the road.
On the road, a grand road. I need an acorn. So keep your eyes peeled, people.
Yes, everybody keep your eyes peeled for an acorn, especially those of you who have really good eyesight, crows.
I mean, you've only got the one Mardukov coming, and he's going to be driving a cart for you.
No, I was gonna drive. I'm fine, I guess.
I mean,
Different cart.
he's driving the cart towing the wine.
Got it.
This cart. This cart right here.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, shall we?
Sure.
Alrighty, let me drag you guys over to the map.
On the road again.
Alrighty, so you were...
Up here.
There's a Goofy movie song for that.
I do
No.
not.
No? Too old?
Goofy
I'm too
movie's
old?
good.
Okay.
The Goofy movie's great.
I'm just not a movie buff. If you make a movie reference, I'll be like, huh?
A Goofy movie.
I have seen that one, but
It's a
I'm
good one.
just special. Alrighty, so on the road to Kresik. All right, pilot us on.
Giddy
Oh,
up, Jill.
Who's in control of it? You are, Oscar, aren't you?
It me. Clackety, 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 clackety.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
I'll show Baja the map that we have as we're going along. It's actually not as much detail as you think.
Okay, let me roll something.
Yep. We already know as soon as we hit this bridge, it's a roll.
Yeah.
Let me pull up my table here.
Not to metagame, but
Okay. All right. As you are driving down the road, you see a corpse laying in the road.
Oh,
no,
buddy,
no,
come on.
no.
We have Speak with Dead.
We still need to use it on apparently a severed
It's not
head.
a one and done thing.
No, we already have a bad track record with this.
I'm hopping off the cart.
No. What if it's
Oscar, Oscar,
detect
Oscar,
undead?
are you going, Oscar? Are you going to try and stop them at all?
No, I'm just flustered about it. But you know what? I'm definitely casting. What's it called? Don't I have detect good and evil? Detect undead. Does that do that?
Oh, your divine sense.
Yeah.
Fey undead. Detect
Yeah,
good
you
and
have
evil.
something. Yeah. Okay. As you cast your detect good and evil, you don't sense anything.
Well, at least it's not going to turn on us. Whatever. Just.
I investigate the body.
Why are you
Join us,
all so
Baha.
excited
If
to
if you'd like to,
investigate a dead body?
Because I want something to do.
Baha,
have something on it.
if you'd like to join them, absolutely.
Get away,
Ro,
I know.
they're wanting to use Speak with Dead because that's been burning a hole in their pocket.
I want to see how it died. Is it a woman, a man?
Are you gonna? It's kind of a charred body. It's hard to
Oh
tell.
no! Is it Geome? Did someone drag his body over here?
Give me an investigation check.
I
We
really hope I'm wrong.
we buried Jim.
I know we did.
It does appear to be a satyr.
Oh,
Oh, no!
my god!
Ro, this is your fault.
Oh no! I'm gonna cast Mold Earth and start making a hole, a very deep hole.
Weren't you going to talk to it?
Nope, I know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Asuka doesn't. Asuka,
What?
this may or may not. This I'm fairly sure is Geome.
How? We
I don't
buried
know.
Jim.
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
How?
I asked the rest of the group who's GM.
Somebody Ro killed.
Technically, you did.
Am I wrong? That's right.
It's a dangerous party to be with. If you want to leave, I understand.
Baja Cali, stay away from Ro whenever she's investigating something.
I thought we banned her. Didn't we ban her from doing this in the future?
Yes, we did. We can't if it's. How do you even know? There's no way for us to know if
Well,
it's
it's
really
a
Jim.
satyr,
Okay, well, I mean, there's more than just
and
one
it's
of those.
burned.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not a fairly uncommon way to die in this world, I suppose.
Ro, would you like to speak with the corpse? And
I mean,
would it
you're the
put your
ones
mind
who
at
wanted
ease,
to.
Asuka?
Either and or we're gonna have to bury it. So
I mean, we're not gonna know what happened and how it got here. The spell only
just,
knows what it knew in life, right, bro? You know more
just
about
do
it than
it.
me.
Just do it. We're already desecrating a dead body. We may as well just go the full way.
Desecrating. I was burying it. I'm digging a hole.
Pretty sure you all wanted to loot it.
Well, it wasn't out of the question, but
That's what I thought. That's
Is
why we're
anyone-
worried. Do the
is
thing,
anyone
Ro.
good at? Is anyone good at looking for tracks?
Maybe
Anybody good
somebody
at
survival instincts?
survival? Yeah.
I
I'll
have.
do a survival check.
I'm gonna do a
+4.
survival. I have a plus
Right.
4. Oh, never mind. Baja got it.
Baha, you can both do a survival check.
I
Oh, beautiful.
smug goat meme.
What you got for us, Baha?
Oh, I thought I. Yeah. Oh well,
Oh,
nothing.
it-
It's tame.
Oh,
Oh.
that's unfortunate.
Get your
But
bad rolls out now.
yeah,
There's this one.
with a 21 though.
Oof.
So
Really?
when we're doing a check, generally we'll take just the first two.
Okay, where are we? I can't find
But
this
now
one.
we know that you're +6.
We're right
I-
here.
Yes, I am +6.
I tried to
wait.
shift pull everyone, and I was like, "Oh, I'm not the DM. I can't do that."
Well, there's not a whole lot of people to shift pull. It's just
We're writing dead geome, even though we
But it
just
pulls
found dead geome,
cameras.
apparently.
Oh, okay.
Anywho, so what do we see? I'm sorry.
With that, you really can't see. You don't pick up on any tracks. You just see this burnt satyr body here. You really don't pick up on any indication of how it might have gotten here. You don't see
Does the-
footprints or wheel prints, anything like that.
Scratch my
Does-
head. I mean, it's not going to drop from the sky.
Does the body have any like talon marks, like something that could fly brought it here?
Give me a medicine check.
Oh God. Okay. Can someone help me with this?
I mean, I've got +1, so I'm not
I've got a
good with that.
+4 on medicine.
Oh,
Baja can help you.
Baja can help me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 16. So Baja, you're looking on the corpse and you really don't see any additional markings. You see that this body has been thoroughly charred, but as far as that's really as far as what you can tell.
Give Ro a side eye.
I think it was burned to death.
Well,
That much is fairly
I
apparent.
think we knew that.
So,
you, though.
Ro, why don't you just do the thing, bro?
Well, I mean, it's not gonna. If it is Geom, it's not gonna tell us anything we don't already know.
But at least we'll know if it's Geom or not.
If it calms your mind. Do we have anything we want to know about Geom?
Anybody that he wants to let people know that he's gone?
Does he have any
Family.
family?
Possibly. Yes, that's the place where I danced the door open.
It's not far. I mean, this isn't. The body's not wet, is it?
No,
We weren't gone that long.
Just talk to the dead.
No.
does it only if it has the little R tag beside it?
That's on my list of things I never thought I'd say today.
Alrighty, so you cast Speak with the Dead, and the mouth of this corpse opens, and you hear kind of a rasping, rattling voice that sounds very familiar. It says, "What do you want?"
I think you have to ask the questions, bro.
You can ask the corpse. I think you're the one casting it, so I do believe you have to ask them.
Ask if it's Geom to start off.
Well, Ro, you know me. Geom, obviously. You
Apologize.
I don't have
It's not
anybody.
a question.
I don't have anybody want that would want to know I was an acolyte, a
Ask
thief.
ask about Ass Last Wishes.
I seek to be buried with my wealth.
Yeah, that's not an option.
Bad.
It's a dying wish.
Tough shit. I put my money back in there.
It's a dying wish,
You are
Alexander.
free to do what you want with your money, Oscar. I have expensive shit I need to buy.
Let me double check how much money Geom died with, because that was Geom's MO, was becoming wealthy, becoming rich. That was the only thing he really wanted.
That's fine. We took the money that he did have.
So Geom died with, let me see, because I still have his thing. He died with 216 gold.
Fuck no.
Well, you guys took it and distributed it.
Yeah. I don't have that much on me.
That's all my gold.
Nice.
He says, I don't care. I just want my money.
Do we know how he got here?
He wouldn't know that.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Wouldn't have
Think-
memory of after he died.
Yeah,
At
he
this point, though, I really want to go check the grave.
That's a little bit out of. I mean, we can, but it's out of the way.
Yeah.
We'll be going that way, I'm sure, at some point.
As you end the spell, as the magic fizzles, he says, "With my dying breath, I curse Ro."
Please tell me Ernie wanted you to do this.
No.
Oh, that would be great. Also, is that curse real?
No.
Damn.
He did not have bestow curse.
I'm using mold earth and just digging like as far as my range can reach down. Just digging a deep ass fucking hole.
Is anybody obliging his wish of burying him with gold?
Yeah, I'll give him 25 gold.
I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
just
throw
say
in.
put a gold piece on each of his eyes and be done with it.
Okay.
I mean, you're not
Oscar.
wrong.
What was that, Oscar?
I was gonna pitch in as well, but I don't have that much gold. I mean, I do, but I'm just not gonna give it all.
Are you going to give any?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and throw in 25 gold as well.
Oh,
Hey, it was originally his.
this hurts.
It was originally his.
Ro, are you gonna
So-
give any gold? Okay. Alexander?
No,
I look at Alexander expectantly.
you can try and guilt me all you want, Oscar. I'm still like 200 gold short of a component I need.
He wasn't around with us very much, and he didn't speak a lot, but he was still a companion
And I appreciate his effort he did.
that Ro killed.
But there is no worth of gold in the afterlife.
There isn't, but it's his dying wish.
If I wished for you all to kill a Tarask, would you?
No,
Would
I wouldn't try. I would be like, have fun with that.
Exactly.
I don't
It's
know
a
what
little easier to depart with some gold coins than it is to kill a Tarask.
I
Speak
don't
for
know what a
yourself.
Tarask is. In any case, I'm removing 25 gold from my thing.
Right. Those of you who are donating gold, so Oscar, Ro, Callie, and Baja contributed some gold.
Did
Yes,
Cal?
sir.
I thought Callie said she did. Okay.
Oh, right. She did the on the
I
eyes.
didn't know him. I was saying I would just put 2 gold on his eyes, bury him, and have a good day.
So, okay, so
Okay.
you did not contribute gold.
No, I don't have gold to contribute.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
okay.
what I could do is be like, okay, yeah, y'all are being ridiculous, and take all of y'all's gold and just put 2 gold on his eyes, and now I have your gold, and he's being buried.
Do not take the gold.
Callie, hang back. I won't
No,
bury you.
Alexander.
So
That was
Oscar's
my
watching you like a hawk, Alexander.
I am watching you.
I know.
I will drop you in that hole so fast with Joan's body. I won't, but
Okay.
let's go ahead and give him a proper burial this time. Jesus.
As the 20 so feet of dirt is just piled on top of the hole I dug. He's not
Alright.
coming out this time.
As this is happening, you guys feel that there has been a shift in your hearts and your moralities. Oscar, you can change your alignment to lawful good.
Questionable, but okay.
No, you've very much followed a lawful good path overall, and this was enough to, in my eyes, allow you to have that. Alexander, you're going to be chaotic neutral. Ro, yeah. So then Ro, Callie, and Baja, you're going to be neutral good.
Where do you even put that?
Under description?
That's what I
Neutral
thought
good
too.
for now.
Under description, if
It was already lawful good. Whoops.
Well, you were officially true neutral. Everybody starts out as that. Neutral good.
chaotic is definitely in my nature.
Asuka has overall proven to be very good in following a selfless path pretty much the whole campaign. He deserves lawful good.
It's a hard one to do.
I don't even know what that does for me, but all right.
It lets
Your
you
weapon
wield
won't hurt
that.
you anymore.
Yeah, it lets you wield that axe without getting poked.
Yay. Get on then.
And it's more of just like an RP flavor thing.
Well, Oscar, if you want to give him a proper burial, you're the priesty type.
I don't
We all
really
know
have.
Ro isn't.
I don't really have anything to like.
Have you ever prayed? Okay, well, I've never seen it, so you can understand why I have. You do.
You
You
said
see me.
neutral good, correct?
Yeah, neutral good.
I mean, you're not the most perceptive person. I might have.
Bahamut said that he put a magical tinker. He DM'd me. Actually, you tell us what it was, Baha. What did you do?
All right, so I have an ability, and I'll post it up here. Give me a second to find it. There you go, magical tinkering. So on one of my coins, I made it so that if anybody picks it up, it just starts saying "I rob graves."
I love that. That's great.
How long does it last?
Until I
Indefinitely.
turn it off.
Hmm. Magical tinkering is cool. It's like prestidigitation, kind of, but
Mhm.
artificer flavor.
Oh, okay.
You can only have like 5 things attuned to it at once, but
Okay. I'm.
I do have. Remember at the very, very beginning of our campaign that we were on that ship, and
Yeah.
I took one of those really, really large javelins.
vaguely.
I still apparently have that,
Okay.
so I'm gonna use it as a headstone for Jim.
Aw.
I'm gonna conjure
So,
a small sign to hang on it. It says Geom, the satyr.
so I removed said javelin from my inventory.
What a lovely ceremony.
Moving on. We ain't getting any
Lots
younger.
of money below.
No, that'd be a terrible prank. Can you imagine?
They have to dig 20 feet down.
After we return every gold piece from Davy Jones' Geome's locker.
He probably
sure did.
closed it.
Yeah, he probably closed it on accident.
No, my Wi-Fi died. It's
Oh.
back.
Oh, welcome back. Well, shall we move on?
This
Yeah.
rain came out of nowhere. I'm just hoping I don't lose electricity.
Fingers crossed.
Well,
Yeah.
that was unexpected, and we buried the body.
We buried Jill.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely going back there. I'm curious at this point. Somebody disturbed the grave, first of all.
Or he moved, which would be worse.
Better
But-
go on, Missy.
He wasn't undead. I checked.
Someone might have killed him. I didn't see. We didn't see any new wounds though.
We wouldn't be able to tell because
Alrighty, so we'll figure that out in a moment, but you are now arriving at Kresik after encountering an old friend.
Uh oh.
Alrighty.
Oi, gods!
We have your wine.
That the guards look around and they say, and they're like, "Oh, you want to talk to the burgomaster? Burgomaster!" All right, so the burgomaster Dmitri Kreskov comes up and says, "Oh, you've returned with the wine. I did not expect that.
Why?
I just, when we ask strangers to do things for entrance to our village, they typically slink away and do not return. I'm just surprised that you came back
He
and
gave us
followed through."
up for dead.
Of course. He kind of sighs a little bit and opens the gate for you. "Welcome to the village of Kresik."
Alrighty. Well,
Alrighty.
do we wanna?
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Stuff's about to happen.
Oh, Billy.
All right, so as you come in, you first see the mist-shrouded village beyond the wall, and you see that it's nothing more than a scattering of humble wooden cottages along dirt roads that stretch between stands of snow-dusted pine trees. So many, in fact, as to constitute a forest. To the northeast, gray cliffs rise sharply, and the road winding up to the abbey is easy to see from this vantage. Now, as you join in, or as you enter the village, you see Irina. She kind of looks startled, a little bit surprised. As you enter into the village, she says that, "I hear something."
What?
What do you hear?
She says, "I don't think it's something bad. It's something familiar calling to me. Would you allow me to leave this caravan and go towards this?
We'll follow you, of course, but yeah.
If you'd like to follow me, that's fine. I just, I have a feeling. I feel something pulling me, and I need to go see it."
All right.
We're in
Alrighty.
the walls. And
Yeah, you're inside the village now.
I feel
So as
very safe.
you join in, or you come into the village, and the gates close shut behind you, as you are now sealed into the village of Kresik. All right, so Irina is going to come up here to this pool at the northern part of town.
Hmm.
So what you see as you come up here, you see even under gray skies, this pool at the north end of the village shimmers and sparkles. Near its shore sits an old gazebo on the verge of collapse. A wooden statue of a mournful, bare-chested man, paint chipped and faded, stands in the gazebo with arms outstretched, as though waiting to be embraced. So Irina is kind of looking. She feels. You see that she's kind of following something, like really trusting sense and intuition more than anything. And she hears this voice calling her, and it leads her to the edge of this pool. And you said you're all following her?
Yeah.
Right, so as Irina reaches the pool's edge, you notice that an image appears in its sparkling blue waters. A handsome youth of kind and noble visage. The sadness in his eyes turns to sudden joy. "Tatiana," he says, "it has been so long. Come, my love, let us be together at last." Irina gasps and puts a hand over her heart. "My beloved Sergei, in life you are a prince and a man of faith. We were to be married long ago. Has this blessed pool called your spirit to me?" She reaches towards the water's surface as a hand of water rises up to take hers.
I'm gonna use my telekinetic shove and pull her back.
Is everybody okay with this? Is the party
Yep.
going to allow this to happen?
Yep. 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 That's the thing.
Okay. As you so you're doing telekinetic shove. Does that require a save?
If she's not willing, yes.
She would not be willing.
It's a strength save.
Okay. Let me pull her up. Pull up her stat block. She has seen suddenly the love of her life appear, and she would not be willing. Okay, what's your DC?
15.
15. Okay, she passes. So yeah, she would not be pulled back or pushed away. So what would happen here? She grabs the hand of water in the pool, and she is pulled into the pool. As she's pulled into this pool of water, do you go look?
Yep.
Hmm.
I cast detect magic.
You have detect magic, Casca?
No, I don't. I have detect good and evil, which is I believe what she was meaning anyway.
Ah.
So is Alexander going to do that?
It would
Detect
take me a
good and
while.
evil.
You um you detect absolutely no evil from this. You actually detect a very strong consecration from it. This is a blessed and holy water.
It's blessed water. There's nothing evil. This might
Alright.
actually be Sergei's soul.
As do what?
The sword.
It's not going to be here.
Well, but he might know where it is.
As you come up to the pool,
Is she okay? Is she drowning?
What you see Irina's pulled into the pool, and she embraces Sergei beneath the rippling water. You have never seen a happier couple as they both begin to fade from view. Do you have any questions as they disappear?
Well, that is Tatiana.
Your sword son. Sun sword.
Sergei looks back and he says, I believe you have spoken to Madame Eva. You will find it somewhere in this village.
Abbey.
He says, thank you so much for returning my dearest Tatiana to me. I will take her to a place where Strahd can never harm her again.
But
Just to be clear, is she dying?
Her soul is being taken out of the painful cycle of reincarnation, the trap she has been in here.
so what's Strahd going to do now that...
Oh boy.
That's for us to figure out.
Yep.
I'm looking at the cards.
We are so fucked.
As you say that, Asuka, a peal of thunder shakes the land, and dark clouds coalesce into a terrible visage.
Oh god.
Called it.
A deep, dark voice from beyond the mountains cries out, "She is mine." A terrible crack resounds as blue lightning splits the sky and strikes the pool.
Cool.
Was anybody in the pool?
No.
No. Thank gods. Woo, I was about to jump in there too.
That is a good thing. So you see this big crash of lightning, bright blue lightning, strike the pool, strike the gazebo, the surrounding area, and you see it knocks down that old gazebo that was there. Nobody is in the water, so nobody has to roll the 8d10 damage save.
I'm resistant to lightning. No, I'm not. Because I'm a fucking Dragon Blood. Fuck.
And you still have your detect good and evil up, right?
Yes, I do.
Asuka? So, Asuka, you detect as this lightning strikes the pool, you feel your soul kind of feel like it splits and shatters as you feel the blessing, the goodly nature of this pool just being absolutely destroyed.
And it's not blessed anymore.
Oh fuck. Does the clouds dissipate?
You just hear you heard this voice saying she is mine. The lightning strikes and the storm does seem to vanish.
Do Is there anyone in the pool?
They had disappeared by the time the
Okay.
lightning struck.
He
Okay.
was too late. Okay. Well,
He can summon fucking lightning? I think we need to discuss this.
that was actually the right takeaway from this.
Bro, what did we talk about you inspecting things?
Especially anything. Yeah. You know what? I'll head over there and I'll help her.
At least take Baja, bro.
I will help you. I'll
I
come
think we
with
have
you.
an important discussion. Let Baja help.
Okay.
Right, so Baja, Ro, Asuka, you're going to check the gazebo?
I'm staying with Alexander.
Fucking
Gotcha.
lightning?
Baha, do not let her touch anything.
I don't plan on it.
Your literal life might depend on it.
It's not your strong suit, bro.
The last time you killed somebody, it cost me 25 gold. I look at Alexander. So,
Yeah. What the fuck?
he commands primal forces of nature. How are we even supposed to go up against that?
That's what I'm saying. This just happened, which means he knows everything that's going on here. What? Like, this isn't fair. I just want to leave.
We can't.
I know we can't, Asuka. That's the problem. And now he's not gonna let us because we fucking got rid of his wife.
Wife is a strong word. But
Waifu. How about that?
the hell does that mean?
It's a foreign term from where I come from.
Stop making up words. Look, our best bet at this point is basically to follow Manameva's predictions and try to arm ourselves as best as possible because clearly he's not going to let us go anymore.
I really do not like relying on the Vestani, but if it's the only choice we have,
He says,
maybe
carrying a severed head of Istani.
rely on. I'm not relying on the head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a head.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to ask Ro to ask the Vistani head when she has a chance, when she's back. Cut away to Ro and Baja.
Yep. So, Ro, Baja, you're going to inspect the gazebo?
Yeah, I would do a. I think I'll do an investigation check.
Go on ahead and give me your investigation checks.
See? What did I fucking tell you, Baha?
6 and a 15. So you look underneath these ruins of the gazebo, and you see this statue that has been crushed here. Um, you feel like in another in another reality, you might have found an important item, perhaps one tied to your fate, but in this iteration of reality, you're not able to find anything here.
Crap.
Would you like to? Do you want to leave the gazebo as is, or would you like to do anything to it?
Sorry.
You want to leave it destroyed? DM asks the artificer.
Just tell me what. What? Wait. Fuck. What could I use for that? What could I do with that?
Artificers generally have, ability in crafting. Even if like you're not, necessarily proficient in a certain crafting tool, you would be able to probably, if you so chose, make checks to try and reconstruct a simple structure like a gazebo.
It wouldn't be till level 7 that I could fix it.
Trying to see what skills I could be able to use for that.
I mean, even just without any particular magic, you
Mhm.
would have an innate like sort of knowledge of the engineering and building of items.
Yeah.
Even though your specialty is alchemy, you know how like base structures. Like a gazebo
Okay.
is not like a hard thing to build. You would
Right.
be able to probably figure that out.
Okay. So I try to rebuild the gazebo.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Give me. Well, it's gonna take some time,
Mhm.
but give me just straight intelligence check.
Oh, okay.
While he's doing that, have you guys ever watched the Big Comfy Couch?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You remember the 5 second 5 minute or 5 second tidy?
Yes.
I half expected him to do that with the gazebo.
Oof.
So with a 9, you would know that this is a gazebo and that it's been knocked down. You would be able to set up a few pillars, a few sticks to get you started. If you would like to continue rebuilding the gazebo, then you could take some time to do so, but it would take probably 2 or 3 days to do that.
Baja, you doing all right over there, buddy? It's not. It's a lot of pieces.
Well, yeah, but kind of feels like this is important, don't you think? Just that
I
this
mean,
one thing gets blown up when all this happens.
maybe he wasn't accurate and wanted to hit the pool.
Really?
He hit the pool, absolutely. He hit all of it.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't he hit us?
He aimed for the pool. He shattered the blessing on the pool.
Are you asking why he spared us?
Yeah, that's kind of a important question, I think.
I'm just gonna roll with it.
I would say that right now he doesn't see it's what was important to him was those two, and we didn't even register on his scale there.
Well, now he's lost him forever. I mean, for us, yes, but him, I don't think he would agree with that. If you're very keen on fixing that, Baha, though, I can help you tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
I suppose.
We
Yeah,
can.
I'm gonna keep working on this while they do that.
I'll go ahead and go with Ro and Callie, unless Callie has something else to do.
I'll be back tomorrow to help
What?
you.
Now I'm sorry.
Bye. If we can just
Am I
push it back
muted?
today. No, you're here.
Okay. What was said? I'm sorry. Did I find an acorn yet?
There's a lot of woods here, so you might be able to find one inside here.
This town itself is considered a forest, so yeah, I imagine there's some acorns around.
I want to play with the gazebo.
Okay, so we've got Baja and Callie working towards reconstructing this gazebo.
I'll head up to the abbey with the others.
Okay. Should we drag our characters out?
Probably, yeah.
We didn't know it was going to be such a big thing. Whoops!
I'll
Oh,
be
good
back.
lord.
I mean, this is literally the thing you've been working towards for the past like 5 sessions, if not longer. All right, Alexander's gonna step away for a minute. If you guys want to take like 5, run to the restroom, grab a drink or anything.
Yes, please.
Great idea.
Wow.
How you doing, Booney?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Having a lot of fun.
Good.
I has rice ball, yay!
Heck yeah.
All this stuff that Alaric is keeping written down is great.
Yeah.
I wish I were this organized.
Same.
Were you guys waiting on me?
Waiting on everybody.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if we took a break or something.
We did.
Okay. I walked
We
away
took a
first.
break because of you.
I'm sorry.
It's all good.
This town is not gonna have what I need.
I think we've. Is Callie back?
I can't tell because they're not using their cameras. Or they don't have a camera. Ah. That's okay.
Go on.
Alrighty, so
Ye
you've
shall not.
witnessed. Go ahead.
Ye shall not covet your your Dungeons and
Neighbors.
Dragons friend's husband. Go ahead, Boone. Sorry.
All good.
Someone is lusty.
It's a bit of a dry. It's a bit of a dry spell, buddy. Painfully single. I have Grinder, Scruff, and Growler, and I still can't get any.
I mean, I believe that you can. It's not that hard to get laid. Maybe not by who you want to be laid by, but you could get something.
Fair.
I'm getting married in a few months.
Aw, that's
Congrats. Can you go be happy elsewhere so I can be sad over here?
Yes, cry! Cry!
don't become a bitter old gay, Oscar.
I'm already a bitter old gay.
You're not that old.
Older. I'm older than most of you.
Yeah, but you don't have like gray hair.
You don't
I
look old, so
I have gray hair.
Literally been had gray hair since I was 17.
Oh, okay. Me? What do I do? Okay. I have gray hair too, and it feels bad.
I have a shit ton of gray hair. I just have a lot of fucking hair, so it still looks black.
you just kind of keep it hidden by all the other hair. I don't know.
I really want my spell component.
And Mandy or Callie wants an acorn, so
No, she wants it for her spell component to summon
Yeah.
a beast. Basically, for what Alexander wants it for.
I gotta do it first.
I mean, she has a much better chance of finding an acorn than you do a. You found the gemstone that
Yeah, I know I did. Why do you think I followed him over there?
you could have contested it, but you decided to. So we've got Callie and Baja working on this gazebo, and we've got Oscar, Alexander, Ro, and Misa who are going to the abbey.
Oh yeah, Misa's here.
oh yeah.
Hopefully we don't have to fight up here without our two others. Fingers crossed. And hopefully they don't have to fight without us.
So you hop into the abbey.
Is there like a front gates, or is it like open
Yeah,
floor
left-hand side of the
plan?
map.
Oh, it's black. And player token blue. No.
I thought they
they're
were.
10.
Or they're
I was gonna say we're so tiny.
That's fine. At least it's measures right.
better than the fucking 50-foot squares.
Yeah,
Those are
fuck
awful.
those.
This
I had a 20-foot square map, Boone, but at least it scaled it so that 4 squares were in each one, or I guess 16 were in each one.
Well, this map, I thought it was already scaled because I bought it from Roll20, but I guess not all of it was.
I guess they don't want you to fight on that one.
Probably not.
Me and Asuka
Oh.
can.
First, let me tell you what you see as you come in. So, the road from the village climbs into above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot high, 3-foot thick wall of jumbled stones held together with mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing gray smoke.
Well, in we go.
So you're trying to open the gate?
We approach the gate.
You approach the gate, and your characters can, you as players can see this, but your characters can't.
In we go.
Okay. As you open the gate, you hear this loud squealing, like,
Well, they need to fix that. You know what? I'll fix that. I pour some oil out of the jar and just pour some oil on the hinges
You should have been an artificer.
and just kind of work the oil into the hinge just until the squeak goes away.
as you do that, you hear a voice say, "Ah, it wasn't the gate that was squealing, it was me."
What the?
You,
Re-
hello? Why are you opening my door?
Do we see anyone?
So you see this is the one speaking, and there's another one that kind of perks his head up. You see these two mongrel folk peek their heads out
Oh,
and say, "Monks? There's no monks here. What are you talking about, monks?"
well, it's an abbey, isn't it? Usually they go hand in hand.
Um, it's an abbey. We have the abbot.
I whisper to Alexander, get that disgusted look on your face off your face.
Do you see the fucking picture?
Yeah.
Just for uh, that's the one that's
Coming.
speaking.
Can you do that again?
Yes. Whoop. This is who's speaking.
Is one
Where is
ear
he? Where is
dog?
he? Do we see him?
Yeah, he's standing up now. He was like kind of asleep before, but he was kind of on the gate, and when you opened the gate, it kind of startled him awake.
He's on the gate. Okay.
Is one ear dog, one ear human?
That's one of them.
Fuck this shit.
And then there's another one.
He's like half wolf, dog thing.
We found
These
the kingdom of furries.
Hybrids,
these are
man.
mongrel folk.
Oh,
Are we not allowed to go in?
Um, why do you need to go in? Abbot? Who said anything about an abbot?
Didn't he?
What do you mean I said no?
Yes. I mean,
Um,
how did you sleep through the lightning that just struck Niley?
lightning? What are you talking about?
Okay.
Alexander, do you remember Irene's brother's name?
Irene's brother?
Yes.
I didn't know she had a brother. I wasn't here when we met her. I wasn't here when we met her.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we met Misa when that. Anyway, okay. Ro, do you remember? Crap.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Got my wires crossed.
Says, so
Look,
go ahead. Go
all right,
ahead.
we're gonna go in now.
If that's all right with you.
No, we're gonna go in now.
I don't know who you are. Why am I gonna let you in?
Is the gate locked?
We were sent here.
If the gate locked,
Are you trying to anger them all? Are you trying to get us all killed?
we're not gonna.
You don't know that. We were sent with somebody that needed protecting, and we were told that you were going to protect her. Her name
Who
is
need-
Irene. Her brother sent her.
Arena.
Irina.
Um. Okay, where's Irina?
That's a more complex story. How about we go ahead and sit down and talk to you about it?
We
Okay,
wanted to
I
make
like
sure
stories.
we wanted to make sure the place was safe
There
before
we
we
go.
brought her.
Well, I like stories. You see this individual just in place. He fucking leaps up into the air like high as shit, and then he sticks the landing. Whoops, right next to you. He says,
Thank you.
well, "I heard about a story though.
You could take us to him actually, and then you'll be there to hear the story.
I'm in charge of the gate, so I'm in charge of where you're at right now." Are you trying to intimidate Ro?
Yeah.
I was just waiting.
Um, you can give me an intimidation check if you'd like, because that's what I'm hearing.
That is what you're hearing.
This mongrel folk looks at you and says, he kind of laughs, and when he laughs, it sounds like it sounds like a donkey braying.
Oh God.
He says, "Well, I'd like to let you in, but I don't know anything about you. You didn't even tell me what your names are."
I'll approach him and say, I'll approach him with a hand extended and say, Alexander Norexus.
And my name is Oscar Wollaston, and I also extend my hand.
This individual extends kind of awkwardly both his hands at once at Alexander and Oscar. They're kind of these like weird hybrid paw hand looking things. And he says, "Pleasure to meet you. Name's Otto Bellevue."
I'm going to conjure a puzzle box in my hand and hand it to him.
"What's this?"
It's a puzzle box. Inside is a small book, a story. You said you like stories.
I like stories, but I don't like to read."
Oh, I understand. Not everyone can read it. I mean, I gesture back at Ro with covering my hand.
He just kind of smiles like, "Okay. Um, so what is it that I think we got off on the wrong foot here?" He kind of looks over at Ro and says, "I don't like her so much. She's kind of mean. So why is it that you need to see the abbot, who I definitely never talked anything about?"
Well, we. Do you know Strahd, the big evil man that runs this whole place?
you say the name Strahd, he kind of has this like visible shiver down his spine. He says, yeah, we know Strahd.
Do you like the guy?
Not fond, no.
Oh yeah, neither do I. The goal in my goal in general is to either kill him or leave. Preferably both.
I see we're
He's a
just
bit of an
divulging our
asshole.
plan to anybody that just
Look,
asks.
if he's evil, I can. But he's
Tact.
not evil. He's cool, right?
Tact.
You're cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool, thanks.
Just kind of gesture at Asuka, like, what?
Gonna get us killed.
Honesty is the best policy, Asuka.
Honesty is the best policy. I completely agree.
We need to get in there because there are paths that lead us towards that direction of defeating him. It's complicated, and I don't think that you. Not to say you wouldn't understand it, but I don't think I fully understand it yet. But
Look,
this is
Otto,
just this is a
Coylan sent
path.
us. Coylan sent us so that we could speak with the abbot. Do you mind if we speak with them?
He looks and he kind of says, well, I know the abbot was expecting some company. The burgomaster told him that we were looking out for somebody. I was just wondering because I don't see this Irina that you're talking about, and it makes me kind of suspicious. You know what I mean?
Totally understandable. She'll be coming. Hopefully, she's with our other part, with our other half of the party.
Well, you see, we had to make sure that it was safe so that we can actually bring her.
So you guys are obviously lying. Roll me a deception
You
check.
know that.
Well, you are trying to deceive.
Yeah, I am.
And whilst I don't approve, I feel like it's actually best policy to get us what we need to.
Just looking for something.
Clearly not very good at it.
Deception. Boop.
Get fucked, nerd.
Otto's eyes narrow at you. He's like, it seems suspicious. Is Irina really coming?
No.
Look, Otto, I'm going to be square with you. Irina, you know that blessed pool at the north part of the town.
Oh yeah, it's a great pool. It helps heal people from poison, blindness, any kind of affliction. It restores them.
Not anymore, does it? Unfortunately, Strahd destroyed that, but that's neither here nor there.
I
This is a
destroyed
long
it.
this is a long story.
See? I told you, horrible guy.
Irina went into the pool because she found her soulmate in the pool, and she disappeared into the pool. She they are together with now. It's a long story, like I said, and Strahd was looking for Irina, and that's why we brought her here, because she was going to be protected here. And then when she disappeared, Strahd struck the pool with the lightning, because apparently that's what he does.
Fuck that guy.
Yes, but we still wanted to follow up with the abbot.
He's like, well, shit. The abbot would definitely want to know about the pool being destroyed. Absolutely.
That's your takeaway? You know what? Okay.
It is what it is, Asuka.
He's like, I'll let you in. You'll have run of the grounds. Go on in. The abbot's in the building.
Thank you, Otto.
So the gate wasn't squeaky, it was him.
Yeah. So as you step through the gate, okay.
Y'all
I'm
are
just
going to
gonna-
kill us.
What? I didn't want to lie.
But you went for it anyway?
Yeah.
That was what you led off with?
One sec while
no.
I reveal You weren't. You're not gonna.
Everything.
Boone disappeared again.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We just
Oh,
can't
that's
see you.
that's weird. Okay.
There's a graveyard here.
There's a there's a lot of
Abs-
shit here.
It
You
was an
are-
observation,
You are
Ro.
absolutely not allowed near that graveyard.
Why?
Because
Because. Say it, Asuka.
you desecrate graves.
No.
You're a grave robber.
Did you want to dig a 20-foot hole for our other friend? I didn't
Did
rob
we?
anything.
As you come in, though, you do see as you immediately enter through the gate, you do see stunted pine trees that grow out of the rocky earth in the graveyard near the foundation of the abbey's north wing, right here. Um, right here. So you see the windows of the structure are cracked panes of leaded glass. Ancient gravestones burst from a thin crust of snow in the yard. Beyond the low wall that surrounds the graveyard, the ground falls away. The village lies 400 feet below, and the view is absolutely breathtaking.
So this is a low-rise wall. This isn't very tall, is it?
Uh, no, not really. It's just enough to kind of keep intruders out, but it could be scaled.
What kind of tree did you say this was?
They're all
Pine?
pine trees.
Looking for that acorn. Like I said, it's cold here. Carnivorous are the only ones that are going to be growing.
Wow. Nerd.
I have incredible nature.
Is there? Did you want to inspect anything around here, or what are you doing?
Oscar won't let me near the graves.
Yes.
Even though I have never taken anything.
Oh, really?
Have I?
Do you remember that one grave that you exhumed?
Which one? Oh, the one by the road?
Yes.
Did I take anything?
Should have left it.
Did I take anything?
I don't remember.
I didn't, Oscar.
Still, no graves for you. Otto's clearly not leading us, so we should probably try and find the entrance to this place. Where do I see the entrance, or do I see an entrance? Holy crap, this place is huge.
Yeah, it is. Whew.
Giggity.
You would see.
This
You
place
can
is
see the
huge.
doors in the walls, right?
Yeah,
You would see a lot of doors and
Is
some
this
windows.
this isn't snow, right?
there
It
is
is.
some.
Yeah, there's
Sorry?
a light. There's a light dusting of snow on the ground.
Scarecrows.
Fuck.
Are you looking for
scarecrows.
scarecrows?
Oh well, no, I'm just saying scarecrow. Scarecrow.
Okay.
Where are you pointing?
I ruffled through Misa's notes. Scarecrow.
What? Was there something about a scarecrow?
Hold that thought.
Ah. Oh, you're a good eye there, Oscar. Let's go up there.
Let's
No,
go to
no,
the
no,
doors
Oscar.
first. Let's go to the doors first.
What you
First.
where
Why
are
don't
you
we
getting
go ahead? Why don't we go and
sidetracked?
introduce ourselves
Yeah,
before
but
we go pillaging through their fields?
we're, we're gonna get sidetracked.
I'm waiting for Rose. She's knocking. Okay.
I do now. Let me see. So you knock on the door. Where is this? Okay. So as you come up to the abbey entrance, you see a 15-foot high curtain wall that joins the abbey's two wings. Behind its battlements, two guards stand at attention. I don't know where the guards are. They're not showing up on here. Their feature is obscured by fog. Below them, set into the wall, is a pair of 10-foot tall wooden doors reinforced with bands of steel. To the right of these doors, mounted on the wall, is a tarnished copper plaque.
What's it say?
The plaque says, "May her light cure all illness."
Can I use prestidigitation and untarnish the plaque?
You can. The plaque is now immaculate and shining as if it were brand new.
What god did you just say, Boone?
It doesn't say.
Oh,
This
okay.
is her light.
No, the god the book that I found was about Sil, Salu,
Soon.
soon. It's more about beauty, not much light.
Beauty and light often go hand in hand.
Well, there's a few. I think there's a few gods that you have here in Faerun that are about light. Um, I think I know of the Morning Lord. He's about the sun, and Selûne is the goddess of the moon.
As he's talking, I knock again.
Right. So as you knock, as all this is happening, the doors, as you knock on them, open.
As you knock on them, they just.
Yep. They just open.
That's a heavy knock, Oscar. Damn. Oh, it's a heavy knock, road. Damn.
Okay, let me get polygonal reveal tool up. This is gonna take a sec.
Oh, I love that tool.
We believe in you.
So much better than the square tool.
Oops.
I like how I like that I made the sign shiny. It makes me happy.
Oop, come on, reveal tool. This is not gonna be perfect.
It's a great spell.
What do I press to actually trigger the polygonal reveal
So
again?
left click you do to
Oh
confirm
yeah,
the area, right click reveals.
it was not perfect.
I've been cleaning my glasses with Windex and what should I call it? Shaving cream because I wear masks a lot. And if you have shaving cream on your glasses and you like rub it in, it won't make your glasses fog up.
I never understood why it does that.
The oil.
Is there's an oil in shaver cream?
It leaves a film.
Bo revealing stuff.
It's just an awkwardly shaped room. Okay, more or less. So
What is that? They're so tiny. It looks like a fucking. Is that a face? I'll follow.
as you enter into this room, from this, you see a well right in front of you here. Excuse me. As you enter into this room, from this well, you see an individual climb up from inside the well.
The hell?
This is who you see.
Um.
She comes up and she says, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Is Ro crying? Is there little tears on Ro's? Damn
Says, "It was not my intention to scare you. What are you doing here?"
Otto let us
He's,
in. I add helpfully.
Otto let you in. Oh,
it. Yeah.
Otto's my brother. You see this individual kind of climb up out of the well and then like kind of climb up onto the wall, onto the ceiling, like standing up and like staring down at you from upside down. She says, "Hello," or he says, "Hello. Name's Mishka. Mishka Bellevue."
The family resemblance is mind blowing.
This individual is very interesting looking. Mishka is about 5 foot tall, has a wiry, spindly build. He has three red spider eyes on the right side of his face, while the left side appears human, and has a frog's foot in place of his left hand, and a
No,
taloned crow's foot where his right
no.
foot should be.
This is gonna be incredibly insensitive, but what are you?
Why, I'm Mishka, of course.
I nudge Alexander. You can't just ask them that.
It's two people. One is one thing, two is a different.
We are. I apologize if my appearance is a little bit unsettling. We are here at
Oh my
the
god.
abbot's mercy.
At the abbot's mercy?
The
So
abbot
he
has saved us.
from.
Death.
Oh, okay.
I
Alexander, whatever you do, don't bring out that book about beauty.
Past the bag of holding.
Mm-hmm.
well, if Otto sent you, then I don't see the harm. Mishka kind of climbs along the ceiling and crawls along down along the wall down
So
to
is
the
this an
door right here.
interior?
This is inside, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
sorry. This is like
Well,
the
it
inner
looks like
courtyard.
grass.
Yeah, it looks like it's snow and grass still.
Yeah.
And the
It
well's inside?
it's sort of like it's like a courtyard, like I guess kind of
Oh,
half cover, like
Oh, I see the edges. I see.
yeah,
I see.
yeah,
I see.
yeah. You can see
Okay.
like the
Okay.
little dotted lines here
The
where
awning.
yeah.
there's like, yeah.
It's kind of inside outside, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm misreading the description to you guys.
Guess we'll follow. Looking, keeping my eyes on it.
All right, so let me reveal here.
Oh my god, I hate this. This is horrible. Should we have not brought everyone?
We'll
Mishka
be fine.
crawls into the room and says, "Abbot, Abbot, you have some visitors. Otto has sent them."
Get in here, Oscar. Do not let me be up here alone.
Okay, let me get into this room.
Please.
So as you come into this room, you hear gentle sounding music that trickles down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched, leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth. A wooden staircase climbs to the upper level, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into the darkness. Several
Yes. Okay, I'm not the only one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. You just
Um,
froze in the most amazing pose.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
Get all the chins going.
I'm gonna
Fuck.
have to go back. I'm gonna have to go back in the video and just clip that. Just anyway.
Rated.
Sorry. Abbott is the him or her
Abbott, well, hold on.
or they.
Last of the description is see several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and golden candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seems lost in her own thoughts. As well, You see a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe gently takes the woman by her hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts a sun hangs from a chain around his neck. He moves with the grace of a saint.
It is morning, Lord. Well, go on, in. Let's not talk across the room.
He
I
says,
look I look back and say, "Thank you, Mishka."
Mishka says, my pleasure. And she kind of scurries out alongside the wall, climbing on the wall, and you kind of see through the still open door that she crawls back into her well, or he crawls back into his well.
That's gonna haunt me.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
It is a pleasure to meet you as well. You said the burgomaster of Barovia has sent you. I have I have heard tell. I am confused. I was not under the impression Irina was his sister, rather his daughter.
I might have misremembered.
Well, nonetheless, I don't think it matters anymore, bro.
Yes. So, where is Irina? I've been very interested in speaking with her.
Servio, I believe his name was.
Sergey.
Sergey. Yes, Servio. It's close enough.
He says, I do not know of a Sergio. You said she was taken into the pond?
Sergey is apparently Strahd's brother. Dead brother. And Irina, who used to be Tatiana in a weird cycle of apparently rebirth, um, finally met with Sergei's soul in the pond up at the north part of the town. And their souls intertwined, and she is unfortunately no longer with us.
We did try and stop it.
That is very interesting. Would I be able to speak with her?
If you can find a way, I don't see why not.
The abbot kind of looks at you, very kind of concerned. He says, what do you mean the magic of the pool is no more?
Strahd, in his rage, destroyed it.
His eyes kind of widen. He's like, what?
This is our fault.
He called down lightning.
I think we should take responsibility from this, though. We did let her take us there when we said we were going to bring her to the abbey.
I think we should maybe let the abbot make that decision for us because technically it wasn't our fault either.
We let her. We
We
tried to
didn't
stop her and we
let
failed.
her. We tried to stop her.
Let me what, dear? I was enjoying the repartee. Well, it sounds like she must be in a safer place. Perhaps I could attempt to commune with her at some point, but the I I I don't know. I did not know this individual. Only perhaps the Morning Lord. He kind of clutches the symbol around his neck. Perhaps the Morning Lord could guide me in finding her and speaking with her to see that she is safe. I was asked by the burgomaster to take her on, and I agreed. But I suppose things don't always work out as planned, do they?
No, I suppose not.
Well then, I suppose I don't know what services I could offer right now. I appreciate you coming all this way to save a desperate and poor soul.
Um,
Good.
Mhm. Hmm. A sort
these
of sunlight.
these are the two
Mm.
glyphs. These two people.
These are what?
This is me inner thought. Sorry. I these are the two glyphs. Wisdom, the lady, and faith, the man.
The abbot thinks for a moment. He's like, "Well, I'm not sure about a sword, as you mentioned. If you feel that you may locate something here, we do have a field. If you'd like to search it, you may."
Um, I kind of
We would like that. By the way, I might be able to detect a sword.
I
Mm-hmm.
I could detect magic as well.
There you go.
But something that's been bugging me. The lady's clothes are a bit dirty. Would you like them cleaned?
He points to the person beside him. Vasilka, um, well, I have been searching for something for her to wear. I'm looking for a wedding dress for her, actually.
Two are getting married. That's good
Not
news.
to not to myself.
Ah,
She
sorry
is a
for the
bride to be
assumption.
of Strahd.
Sorry, what now?
I have, in order to appease Strahd, I have constructed her.
What?
You just had to keep asking questions, didn't you? We couldn't have
Listen.
we couldn't have very well just been on our fucking way. No. You had to clean the lady's dress.
I was trying to be nice.
The abbot looks at you and he hears your concern and he says, "I understand. I know where you're coming from. I am not one to risk Strahd's ire.
No, no. I
He,
mean,
You constructed her?
that's
yes,
the word.
she, Strahd understands I have a particular skill set and requested a bride. So I have been
Is
able to create a possible bride for Strahd."
so? Are you
You
responsible for the situations of the people in the abbey? The looks of the people in the abbey?
The
I'm not
abbot
saying it's a
sighs.
bad thing. I'm not trying to say it's a bad
Otto
thing.
Otto said that you saved his life.
Yeah,
Is what we're trying to get at. I give a bit of a glare at Alexander.
I'm not good with words, Oscar.
Clearly,
It's more straight to the point. I'm curious.
Like that sword.
In due time.
The abbot still has a response to the conversation.
Please enlighten
Sorry.
us.
You've already spoken to him. You can't take the question back. The abbot sighs a little bit and he says, I do regret what I've done to the Bellevues. They were attacked by Strahd. This abbey was attacked by Strahd. I managed to come in. There was not a lot left of many of them. Strahd was merciless. I did what I could to save these folks and used what parts were available to me. So, the remains are what you see here. I keep them here, and I have, at Strahd's request, created Vasilka here because I believe this to be my contribution to protecting this land from Strahd.
It's
And
truly a remarkable ability.
Does she know about this?
Vasilka is aware that she is a construct, yes.
And she's okay with it?
What what other choice does a construct have? They are created to serve a purpose.
No, I understand it.
She
I mean,
is she is not a
some
human.
things.
She is constructed of pieces of humans, but she herself is not one.
I get it. I understand if you don't want to hear it, but what has happened has happened. I'm just curious on how.
Well,
I don't think.
This is getting dangerously close to triggering lawful good. Dangerously close.
I don't think he's upset. Uh,
Ah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but you're not upset by the questions I've asked, are you?
give me an insight check.
I'm asking him.
Oh, you're asking him. No, he says, "No, I understand curiosity. I I've done what I have done. Do I would I make the same decision had I had other resources? I don't think so. But
Yeah, see?
what's done is done, and what is important to me is that I have saved the folk of this abbey, and they now assist me.
With.
The security of this place,
Cool.
Sweet mother.
they are.
They choose to,
The, the
right?
abbot looks at Oscar, says, "Please do not think that they are my slaves. They are not imprisoned here. They are just they are here because out of gratitude
I
for."
wouldn't think it. From meeting Otto and Mishka, they clearly hold you in very high regard, and they are happy that you saved their lives. So who am I to judge?
Do have abilities beyond this, but
You say you're looking.
sometimes when you are trying to stitch something from nothing, you have to use what's available. You understand?
Now, when you say what's available,
I mean, look at the mongrel folk. Do you see what they are stitched of?
Yes.
What
Frogs, spiders,
what
dogs.
whatever was available.
If we come to you with a death of our own, would you be able to help them as well?
Perhaps.
You say you're looking for a wedding dress. Do you have one in mind, or are you still just looking?
I don't have one in mind, but if you find a wedding dress that you think would be befitting of a bride of Strahd that might appease him, that would be a welcome gift, and perhaps I would have some services available.
we will keep an eye out because we know all too well that we are trying to get out of Strahd's bad side, as it were. You don't want anything bad to befall you.
I know I keep asking questions, and Ro does not want me to. But this one is
Not,
more about the town.
not just
You,
Ro.
you, you have been in this town for a long time. Um, do the citizens approve or disapprove of your methods, or do they not know of it?
The abbey is considered to be a very holy place. I work under the auspices of the Morning Lord. I provide protection. Strahd does not. Since I have arrived, Strahd no longer comes to this place.
Cool. No, I understand. A great man.
I think
Your
it is a
deed is
mutually
just.
beneficial relationship for all involved.
Do you know much of the town below? Shops, other stuff that could be beneficial to a group of adventurers?
The town has long been under a something of a miasma. Many of the people here, I don't know if you've spoken to them, but many of the people are disinterested, have a general ennui. They probably won't say much to you. That you might find some trinkets, but there's not a lot.
Understandable. Um,
Abbott, your hospitality and your forthcoming has been most appreciated. We must make haste, however, as night is about to fall, and we need to go find what we were looking for. With your blessing, we'll go ahead and check your field, and then we'll head to the inn.
Please feel free to look around, and
is there
if
an
you
inn
do
here?
find a wedding dress for Vasilka, then I would be much obliged if you were to bring it to me.
We will keep an eye out for it, absolutely.
Is there
If
an
you
inn
look,
here that you know of that you could just tell us the name of? If there is one. If not, it's fine.
The village, no, does not have any inns. However,
Yes.
if you would like to stay here amongst myself and the mongrel folk, we would welcome you.
No, we have good accommodations.
we appreciate it once again, Abbott.
We
Thank
do
you.
appreciate it,
Yep, me too.
though.
Come, Alexander.
The abbot says, it has been a. Yeah, and the abbot says, it has been a pleasure. Say goodbye, Vasilka. Vasilka says, goodbye.
Can I press the digitation or close before we leave?
No,
What's the range on that?
10 feet, I think.
No, not from this range.
Can I like reach across the tail and go?
I am dragging you. Dragging.
I think Alexander or Oscar's gonna win on a strength.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I will carry you.
Shit.
Alexander, there is such a thing as asking too many questions.
We learned a lot. He wasn't upset. I don't get many
We
opportunities.
wear out our welcome, and what if they had said that one of the things that they made their puppets out of were actual human bodies that they got from the actual village? I cannot turn a blind eye to that.
What would you rather be ignorant?
Sometimes a little bit of ignorance is good.
No, ignorance is a bad thing, Oscar.
That I'm gonna just detect magic
All right, I'll start ritual casting to detect magic.
for the love of.
Alrighty. Let's see here. So as you enter into these gardens up here, you see nestled between rising and plunging cliffs are four rectangular garden plots, enclosed by a 5 foot high wall of mortared stones. White rabbits nibble on turnips uprooted by the cold. Two lifeless scarecrows with stuffed gullets and sackcloth heads hang from wooden crosses pounded into the cold, hard earth.
I hate scarecrows.
Why? Because you can't ask them a million questions?
No, Zach hates scarecrows.
All right. So, the scarecrow. Alrighty. So, Ro, as you investigate that scarecrow, you find something.
Is it death?
Is it a scarecrow? They go in to
You
slap her?
you reach your hand into this scarecrow's stuffed stomach, and as you do, all of you feel this card sort of flip in your heads, and you see the card of the missionary that Madame Ava previously read to you. As Ro, you feel what feels like a blade inside of the scarecrow.
Lots of good humor. Yes. I reach into the innards of the scarecrow and try to find the hilt.
All right. You are able to easily find it with your knowledge of weapons, and
And retrieve.
you pull it out, and you have found a very cool weapon. You
Good
have
news,
found
Alexander. You were useless.
rare.
Do you know what it does, Asuka?
Okay, now you're useful.
Pointy.
You have found a weapon, and as you pull out this sword, that's going to be initiative.
Mother.
I fucking knew it.
As you see 7 whites erupt about the garden.
Whites?
Yep,
Wait, they're undead.
yep.
Oh. Wait.
You are not still detecting good and evil, I don't think.
It's a 10-minute spell.
No, that's no way that's still. Breathe into a bag. You got holy lady and holy person. You're fine. I hope. I'm clearly underestimating whatever we're up against. But I have Sun Sword.
You
You
don't
don't know it
know?
yet.
You don't know? You don't know how to activate it, Asuka?
By the power of Grayskull. I don't know. Which, by the way, watch that. It's really good.
The new He-Man?
Yeah. He's
I think this is a
hyperventilating
really
hardcore.
great. I think this is an excellent time to stop for tonight.
Okay.
Because we can
Ah.
keep going, but this is going to be an extensive combat.
You don't split the party.
Oops.
That's a third of our party row.
You're just down to a regular sized party now.
Man, that's a lot of whites.
Die. Gonna die.
What do I don't I have shit
Good
for this?
night.
Good night.
Yes,
You
good say
probably
goodnight,
do.
everybody.